Previously on Britain's Next Top Model, in an unusual challenge, the tables were turned and some girls coped better than others.
Oh, I've got to stop you. It's giving me rage.
George Lamb dropped by for a major magazine photo shoot.
Hello, girls.
Oh my God, it's George.
Photographic legend Terry O'Neill, a room full of rugby players, and a surprise visit from Ree proves to be high pressure for the girls.
Yay!
After a tense elimination, the girls find out we are all going to Malaysia. This week, the girls are put to a test in a nighttime shoot.
Thank you. I felt the shoot was a bit of a disaster.
And legendary designer Jimmy Choo.
Oh! Actually, Jimmy Choo!
5 girls remain, Daisy, and my fellow judges, Charlie, Julian, and Grace.
But there can only be one Britain's Next Top Model.
Only can be one winner. Malaysia's a country that I've never been to before, so I'm ecstatic. But this is business, this is work, this is competition time.
We are in the final 5. I ain't messing about. I'm just going to do what I do best.
It's going to be a massive test. Probably like the biggest test of the competition.
I'm literally living my dream at the moment, and I want to fight even harder and push myself to the limit.
There's 4 other people in this, and I'm in this to win this now. Yeah! Coming to Malaysia is like a gift. So we pulled up to the hotel, got out, and there's dragons, and there's drums, and there's dancers. It was just amazing.
Oh my God, I loved them. They were so sweet. They reminded me of my dog. And I miss my dog.
There was like Malaysian girls throwing petals on the floor like we're royalty. It was just amazing. It was beautiful, absolutely breathtaking. I think it's been the highlight of this competition for me to just be here and having such lovely things done for you. It just makes you really value a place in this competition.
Good morning, ladies. Welcome to Malaysia and welcome to the Ritz-Carlton, Kuala Lumpur. While here as our guest, you'll be staying in our luxurious penthouse. Please enjoy your stay.
Let's go!
Get in it.
Why? Oh, no.
Sorry.
Hello girls, welcome to Malaysia. The world of fashion is about to take you to dizzy new heights. A special guest awaits you on the Petronas Bridge. Be there at 2 p.m. It's a shoot, I reckon.
Don't say that.
Just meeting someone.
It could be Jimmy Choo because he's from Malaysia. That's where he's from, so you never know.
We went to the Twin Towers and we were walking on a bridge.
Walking along, and there's this dinky little man.
Hello, lady. My name is Jimmy Choo.
Actually, Jimmy Choo. Oh my God.
So I'm like half starstruck. I think Jimmy Choo is the only designer that I actually know what he looks like.
Starstruck, to be honest.
Oh, I love Jimmy Choo shoes. But I didn't recognise him. Nice to meet you. I'm from Wales.
You got Wales?
UK.
I got a friend from Wales as well.
It was so good that we got to meet him. He was really, really nice.
Fashion is a hard work.
Yeah.
You have to love what you're doing, because when you love what you're doing, every time you got inspiration coming.
He was telling us that you really have to believe in yourself and continue going for what you want.
He was such a good inspiration to me. He just said to stay focused. In a competition like this, if you love something, you'll get what you want in the end.
He's like so passionate about what he does, and he really believes in what he says, and his eyes are amazing.
Please go out, explore my country, do a lot of shopping.
Thank you. Come on, girls, get stuck in.
Come on, Joy.
I have never been anywhere like Malaysia.
Everything's so like different. It's not like England, obviously.
I love being submerged completely in a different culture. Love experiencing stuff like that.
Hi, girls. Put on your dancing shoes, as tomorrow you'll be performing Malay style.
Love dancing. I've danced since I was 3, but I've never done anything like this before.
Just because it's beautiful and the sun's shining, a lot of girls are forgetting this competition.
Now it's about you, your strength of character. That's what's going to get you to the next level.
Email, girls! Email! Hi, girls. Put on your dancing shoes, as tomorrow you'll be performing Malay style. Good luck.
I'm so excited. Finally. I love dancing.
I'm always the life and soul of the party. I love to do all of that dancing thing.
Everyone else that has been here has had like professional dance lessons at some point in their life. I'm the only one who hasn't.
We got to like this beautiful, tropical, beautiful flowers and nice trees, and it smelled fresh.
Like proper jungly.
And then we met Azanine.
Good morning, ladies. My name is Datin Azanin. I am an internationally acclaimed dancer and choreographer from Malaysia. Ladies, each one of you will be given a special character based on the legendary historical figure, and each one of you will be given a special costume. I would like you to perform individually and to each other also.
I'm not good at dance whatsoever.
Joy, you'll be playing the role of Tun Fatima. She is the warrior queen, and the movement is very sharp and alert. You are the warrior, and I am going to attack you.
I got taught, like, do something like that, and then the rest of it, I was just like...
That's right, yes. Yeah, beware.
Azanine placed me as Princess Satong, who was a 17th century princess warrior queen.
We use a lot of our finger movements here, where you put your thumb in, and flicker, 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 flicker.
Never danced with my hands, like in ballet, but not like flickering my fingers.
When Azanine told me I was going to be Princess of the Mountain, that was very exciting.
I'll be giving you a special prop, the fan, where the fan is just like your weapon, and you can just wave your magic fan.
Love dancing. I've danced since I was 3, but I've never done anything like this before.
My character of Siti Dewey was, all the men are in love with her, but she's really faithful to her husband.
I'll be giving you a special puppet, and this puppet really personify you.
Puppet? I'm meant to dance. How am I going to dance with a puppet?
I was the lady of the lake, and the lady told me that I had to move like the water.
Her movement is so fluid.
I don't know how the other girls are feeling, but I do know that everyone has danced before, like ballet, and Charlotte is a trained dancer. And the only person which isn't is Joy. So I think Joy's a bit nervous about that.
I'm clumsy when I walk, let alone when I try to dance. I'm really uncoordinated.
I believe that a lot of the girls are not thinking this is a challenge, but I'm taking everything so seriously. just because we're here and it's beautiful and the sun's shining, a lot of girls are forgetting it's a competition.
Do you know what you're doing?
No, I don't.
Not do I. How funny is that? It's not even funny, is it? I was first up for my performance, so I was a little bit nervous about trying to move.
She looked like she wanted to move, but she stayed in one place. Maybe she felt a bit nervous.
I enjoyed it, and hopefully I did it justice.
When I'm dancing, I kind of just go into like, they're just audience mode, and I'm just dancing and trying to get a story across.
I did like her performance, but I don't think it related to the character, because she was meant to be mountains.
Improvisation, I just love improvisation dance. That task was just so me.
I was told to use my eyes to reflect the dance. I think I had one of the hardest things to do, because I had to try and move the puppet in a dancey way and dance myself. So it was difficult. At the same time, I love dancing, so I enjoyed it.
I'd be nervous to perform on my own, let alone if anybody was there.
She's had like a dagger, she was like dagging the air.
I'm just not confident in dancing, so it's something that's out of my comfort zone.
When it was my turn to perform, I was feeling a bit nervous, and everyone did quite well, so I was a bit shocked.
The Lady of the Lake.
Once you got up there and everyone was looking, and I felt the pressure even more to perform better.
She looked phenomenal in that purple. I think it suited her down to the ground. The character had something to do with water or some sort of thing like that.
I really enjoyed that.
Yeah. Very good. Is it okay, though? Well done, girls. That was brilliant. You really moved me with your interpretation of my dance movements. But the girl that impressed me most for this challenge is Charlotte. Congratulations.
I won. Thank you so much. Thank you. Charlotte won the challenge, and to be quite honest with you, I'm not surprised. Charlotte wins everything, even if she's bad. Yay!
You have won yourself a special designer clothes from the top fashion designer, the House of Raoul, and you can take one girl with you.
I'm going to choose my bottom two partner, Joy, because we need a little bit of a boost, I think.
I hope you choose a good outfit.
Joy and I went to the designer store. Get some stuff, girl. Look at these.
Could I try this in a 6 as well? I just thought I was going along to help that I got an outfit too, so it was really nice.
They're really cute, they're shorts.
You can see Amelia wearing this, couldn't you?
That is an Amelia dress.
Oh, these are some like sequins.
Ready, steady, go! I love it. You're like, oh my god. This is amazing. Shoes and bags. We were like running around like kids in a sweet shop, like, oh, do you like this? Do you like this?
What do you think, Charlotte?
They're nice. Absolutely amazing. Woo. The others are going to be jealous. If we go back with full-on designer.
Probably.
They're going to be like, oh my god.
Email.
Hi, ladies. You've all been dancing, but now it's time to get official. Dress to impress. Meet me at 3 p.m.
Oh, we're gonna meet Elle then.
It says we have to be official, so it probably is Elle and someone else.
Alicia read the email and it said dress to impress. Everyone panicked. Immediately, it was like, oh my god, what are we gonna wear? Really panicking. Went downstairs. Hi, girls. Hi. This beautiful lady appears with all these amazing kind of cloths, etc.
Hi girls, I'm Hapsa. I'm going to be dressing you today. You'll be wearing Malaysian outfit. So are we ready?
Yes! It's like, I'll be dressing you. And we ended up with these absolutely beautiful outfits.
Hello. Okay, that's fine.
I had this gorgeous sarong with sequins and beads and turquoises and greens and floaty. It was beautiful. I loved it.
We was invited to a very special event by, like, the hierarchy in Malaysia.
We were invited to a formal dinner, which I absolutely adored because I like things like with etiquette and such.
Oh my God, what are they going to give us to eat?
Oh God, you look gorgeous.
Elle turned up and she looked really cute with a little dress, and she's really nice, and she talks to you like she genuinely wants to help you.
Now it's about you, your strength of character. That's what's going to get you to the next level. This is as much about who you are as what you look like.
I was really, really nervous about meeting people, but when Elle gave us advice, I felt like I wasn't going through it by myself.
It was really nice for her to be so sort of level with us and just say, this is how it is and this is what you should and shouldn't do. There's little things you have to remember, like you're going to be in the presence of important people. And
so relax, enjoy, and be polite.
I love meeting people, but when they're in a high rank, you kind of like mellow down.
On behalf of the government of Malaysia, and especially Ministry of Tourism, Ali, and all the 5 beautiful young models, welcome to beautiful Malaysia. And I hope you'll be as delighted to come here as we're delighted to have you.
oh my God, when we walked into that room, it was like banners and a stage and singers and tables and food. Oh, it's fantastic.
I was really honoured to be invited to a meal with such important people.
From Jimmy Choo to government ministers. Fantastic.
I was literally just thinking, right, am I sat up straight? Are my hands kind of placed correctly? I can't cross my legs, so they... And then I kind of looked over and Elle just looked so kind of just natural and like relaxed. I was like, oh, I need to do that, right, okay. Like copying her poses and stuff.
We were all invited to take part in the traditional dancing. First I was like, yeah, it's funny. As it got on, I was like, oh my God, am I actually doing this?
Dancing like traditional Malaysian dances with people like Elle, Jimmy Choo and all these important ministers. I mean, I could never dream of that.
Jimmy was on the dance floor. I love Jimmy Choo.
That's something I'm never going to forget.
It was really nice to get some advice from Elle, dance with her, and I just think it was really nice to spend a bit of time with her.
After we had the dinner, we went to a really beautiful bar.
It was really nice.
Do you want to look at the view down there? It's amazing.
Yeah, we are really lucky to even just be sat
to be here.
Like I said, for all I care, they could have just brought us to Malaysia and stuck us in a tent and I'd be happy.
I was just out of it, like literally just sitting there, not myself. And I left the table to release some negative energy.
And perhaps it's just all too much for us, eh?
Yeah, I know.
It's so much.
It's not for everyone.
It isn't for everyone. The girls were discussing in the context of Alicia that if you're not enjoying yourself, you should be gone home.
I'd hate for her to go home and then just regret the fact that she hasn't enjoyed herself or like tried.
Go home thinking like that, but at the end of the day, someone does have to go home, and I hope it's not me. Especially when there are people here which don't want to be here.
And I looked over, I saw them talking, but I didn't know what they were exactly saying. But I knew the drift. I knew it was about me.
I was like, you okay? And she was like, yeah. I was like, I'm only asking if you're okay. Like, no need to stop at me. I won't care next time.
That's how it is, isn't it?
I believe some of the girls here are very concerned about people's feelings, but some of them are not, which is totally fine. I don't appreciate people talking about me behind my back, and I saw who was moving their mouth.
I really think I'm here saying things like that.
The winner of today's photo shoot will be taking over from Pixie Lot in store next spring.
Just try to relax your hand more.
Oh my God.
Girls! Hi girls, one of the first rules of being a successful model is being on time. Be ready at 4 p.m.
4 p.m.
It'll be like night time, like sunset. A sunset shoot.
Maybe they're giving you a morning off because the photo shoot or whatever we're doing is going to be so intense. Could be on all night.
Yes. When we came back from the bar, Amelia sat me down and basically just said to me that when I'd left the table, some of the girls made some comments.
As far as I was aware, I'm reading this email and I'm finished and there's no problems. And then I was confronted.
Can I just say something to everyone? I don't appreciate people talking about me behind my back, and I saw who was moving their mouth.
I was saying I didn't want you to come here and be sad in the experience and then go home and regret being sad.
If you want to have the little attitude, think we can do this. But at the same time, I've heard other things that you've said about me, Charlotte.
I really think I'm here saying things like that.
Charlotte, I'm not asking you to admit to what you said, because obviously you're not going to do that. Do you know what I mean? But if you're going to say something,
well, I'm still
just
here.
go with it. Like, just say, yeah, I said it. What?
Yeah, and I will.
If you've got a bad negative vibe, that like you don't appreciate your place in the competition. I don't think that's a really nice thing to come up with, because that was what was said.
I said that I understand you completely, and if someone over here doesn't want to be here, then go home.
And do you think I don't want to be here?
No, I wasn't referring to you.
We were just saying that we think that you've been really sad today.
Actually, everyone was like backing you up.
Yeah,
that you were feeling like that. Honestly.
Okay, now that issue's been cleared up, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm not the sort of person to sit around and bitch about people, because as far as, I'm not here to do that. I'm 21 years old and I want to win a modelling competition.
We're at the stage where we've been together for so long and the competition is heating up so much that every little thing is getting on each other's nerves. And I think it's been blown out of proportion, to be honest. People are saying stuff which they shouldn't be saying and winding other people up.
When we first arrived at the building, I had no idea what we was doing. All the girls thought it had something to do with time. I never know what we're doing. I'm always the one that never knows anything.
Well, we came out onto this terrace and then walked up these stairs across us, and it was like palm trees and swimming pools and then grace, and it was just beautiful.
Hello, girls.
Hi.
Welcome to your shoot today. You need to be pretty but tough, and Sarah's going to tell you all about it.
Hi ladies, I'm Sarah. I'm the brand representative from Baby G in the UK. Our current in-store model is Pixie Lot. The winner of today's photo shoot will be taking over from Pixie Lot in-store next spring.
I'd be so overwhelmed with happiness if my picture was chosen to take over from Pixie Lot, because it's such a big thing. Like, it's one of the biggest campaigns yet.
This is your photographer, Tuan.
Hi.
Hi. It's going to be a nighttime shoot across the beautiful skyline of Kuala Lumpur. So, get with the glam squad.
Thank you.
Bye, thank you.
The girls today really need to show that they're having fun with the brand, that there's some energy behind what they're doing, and that there's also an edgy toughness to them as well.
It was my 19th birthday as well, so I felt like I had to work extra harder, because usually on your birthday you relax, you chill out. But for me, I was at work. There's my birthday girl.
Don't cry. Elle knew it's your birthday. Fresh off the plane is a very special present for you.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
I wasn't expecting anything for my birthday.
They're beautiful.
Oh my God. I know when she picked these sandals for me, she thought of me, because they're something I would buy. It was just lovely. It's something I'll never, ever, ever forget as long as I live. It's something to tell the grandkids.
Today's tonight, tonight's today, today's tonight. Today's tonight, tonight's today, today's tonight.
I looked like a baby Elvis.
Charlotte, this is Sarah.
Hi, Sarah. Nice to meet you.
Work girlfriend.
I'm looking in the mirror and I think I'm liking what I see.
Okay.
I was hoping that I'd be stood up and I'd kind of gone through all these moves and poses in my head. standing up. And then the photographer said, right, you're lying down. I was like, oh crap. I had to lie down and it just all blew out the window. I kind of did a few shots and the client wasn't looking particularly happy, the photographer wasn't looking particularly happy, and I started to think, oh God, am I that crap?
Oh my God. Just try to relax your hand more.
When you're lying there, you're really going for it, and there's people just there like, no. It's really off-putting.
Yeah, I think this is really wrong for the watch. It's not on your leading hand. That position that you were just in is a complete no. Don't do it.
Yeah, you've got to be fun and energetic.
I think Charlotte came in with a really great energy. She'd obviously planned what she was going to do, but when she was asked to kind of move on from that, it just disappeared.
Whether or not I've got a good picture, I've just got to keep my fingers crossed. Because I was in the bottom 2 last week and have to pull something out of the bag. So I really hope I have.
I think Charlotte had some great shots, but unfortunately the watch wasn't in any of those great shots. I was quite disappointed because out of all of the girls, she looks the most like Pixie.
I decided to lean off the rail, so hold onto the rail and lean off it. And at first, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot I had the watch on, so I just started posing, like, doing my own little thing. And then Grace was like, Alicia, the watch.
Know where your camera is, make sure the watch is into camera.
And then I just started, like, really getting into it, like, trying to put the watch in front of me, trying to, like, put it on my hip, trying to make the watch the main focus.
Watch, watch, watch. Where's the watch?
See, that's a fantastic shot.
I was really impressed by the fact she just got up there, stuck her leg out. It was fantastic. Cool. Job done. Job's a good one.
Thank you.
I'm not sure what my picture's gonna look like and if it's gonna be covering the brief.
Love the watch more.
I wasn't fazed by the fact that Grace was there. I was happy that she was there because she can see exactly what's going on and she can see how you wear and your energy and everything.
I wanna get in trouble, I wanna start a fight.
It was more difficult having to work with a watch because you can't just think about yourself and the poses that you're going to do and how you're going to stand in that situation.
You need to look like, you know, the watch really needs to be on show and you need to look a bit more energised with it, you know.
Literally last shots now. Love what you're doing with that frame. That really works. Tiffany didn't get the pretty but tough. So what we got was like starey and really tough. But she is a pretty girl.
I really loved my outfit. It was gorgeous. I thought it was really kind of good for the kind of shoot we were doing, and my hair was the best I've seen it. It was really wacky.
Okay. Remember to point the watch face at the camera as well.
You want me to move on?
Yeah, we're fine.
Okay.
I moved more fluidly than I ever have on the photo shoot, but I don't know whether that's an advantage because, like, you're trying to focus on this one thing rather than moving around. So I don't know whether it was good for the nature of the shoot.
I think Amelia seemed really inexperienced. To be honest, if she was a model who had turned up for a magazine shoot for us, I probably would have sent her home. I think you should try and use the ladder a bit more.
Can I use the ladder a bit more?
Yeah.
I don't think Amelia understands her body at all. When you've got styling like that, you've got to understand what are the key points. I would have stuck my bum out and had the watch there, and then she's got the gap in her hair, and you keep it all quite near in the proximity, and the watch was like going back here, and it just didn't neatly come together.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I felt the shoot was a bit of a disaster, but I tried my best with what I had, and that's all you can do.
Try and have fun with the watch.
Whenever you are gone, I just wanna be with you. Please don't get me wrong, I just wanna see you.
Too high up there.
Try it.
Picture for me, take a dirty.
Work the jacket. If it wants to go open, no. If it wants to go open, I mean, it's amazing, you know.
I just wanna be with you. Please don't get me wrong. I just wanna see your picture.
Can I sit on this?
Yeah, of course you can.
I tried to be quite focused still, but I still tried to be like interested, like act really interested in what I was doing, asking like questions whilst I was on set and stuff.
Can you see the watch on there?
Yeah. I think Joy tried really hard. She realised that she could open the jacket, she could do that, she could sit down. She was quite proactive about that, and it was kind of enjoyable to watch her go through her process.
Well done, darling. Thank you. I think Joy was the perfect combination of pretty and tough. She was very elegant in her photos, yet she showed a real edge.
You didn't have much direction in your movement, but I think I changed it quite a bit, so hopefully I've done enough.
Well, just from a model's perspective, I could not have done better myself on this.
The thing is, you look like a drag queen. Like, you do.
I think at this point of the competition, her headspace is what's really pulling her down.
It's tough.
Girls, this is the first time in our Malaysian elimination room, and unfortunately today's the day where we have to say goodbye to somebody. Thank goodness I have my wonderful panel of judges to help me out. The beautiful Charlie Speed.
Hi, girls.
Hi. International designer Julia McDonald.
Hi, girls.
Hi. Art director and stylist Grace Woodward.
Hello, girls.
Hi. We also have with us our special guest panelist, who was also your mentor and your client through your photo shoot, Sarah Erlen.
Hi, girls.
Hi. The winner of Britain's Next Top Model will receive a modelling contract with Models One agency, 6 pages and the cover of Company magazine, and a chance to appear in a Revlon shoot. Now, you guys have had a really busy week. You learned some traditional dance, you met some Malaysian officials, and you had a rooftop night photo shoot. So let's start off with Miss Tiff.
Hi.
Hi. I'd like to have a look at your best shot today.
I feel like it was a real struggle to get to this point. This was the best shot that you had. It wasn't like, you know, jobs that you've done before where you have given and given and given. This was the only one that was like, that's a passable shot.
I felt that you looked really uncomfortable in your hair and in your clothes.
I was a bit worried about the hair.
Well, just from a model's perspective, I could not have done better myself on this. You've used your body, you've used your face, we see the product very well. It may have been a struggle to get there, but I think you completely nailed this shot. So well done.
Thank you.
Next up we have Alicia. You're actually looking really confident.
Oh, I think that's the name of the game.
I would really like to have a look at your best shot for the day.
Do you know what? The body, the pose is great. It's a shame because the lighting's not complimenting your face. You look quite hard in that. You know, the lighting's not your fault.
You're quite fragile with light. And when you understand the light that you need and how to work the light, you are beyond beautiful. But if you get it a smidgen wrong, it becomes really unattractive quite quickly. It's taken me many, many years to understand my lights, and I still don't get it right.
when I see you, you look sexy. You're like, wow, you sexy beast. But the thing is, you look like a drag queen. You look like... you do. You do look like RuPaul. You look like a black man.
I was going to say, you must know some pretty good drag queens, because I ain't seen any that good, sweetheart.
You know, you do. You look like a man in a wig. And the thing is, you're so not that. But, you know, you just have to be very careful. And, you know what, I would hate to see you go, but this is not your best picture.
Thank you. Okay, thanks. Amelia, you're next up. Let's have a look at your best shot. Yeah.
To be honest, when I look at this, I don't go, no. Oh, my God, I need to buy that watch. And that ultimately is what the client wants.
To be honest, I felt that you were quite inexperienced during the shoot. We kept asking you to try new things, but you kept just moving your arm around a little bit, and it looked almost like you didn't know what to do with your hand. You had too much going on.
It was just, I was so, like, overwhelmed.
But let's not forget that you have improved, you know, from the start.
Yeah.
You know what? The picture is good. Your hair looks on fire. It looks great. You look fabulous. So, come on, you know.
I know.
Be positive and don't be so dowdy all the time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next up, we have Charlotte. Nervous?
Yes.
Should we have a look at your best shot? What do you reckon?
I quite like it.
I very much like the top half of this image. I think you've got very strong-looking arms and it fits a brief perfectly, tough. But I think you didn't really know what you were doing with your legs quite a lot of the time. They seemed to be all over the place.
You came in very strong. The energy was great. Your body looked amazing. But something happened, I don't know what it was, and it just went away.
I think you were lucky because I think this shot's strong, but I think it sounds like there was difficulty getting it.
Okay. Thank you. And finally, we have Joy. Let's have a look at your best shot. What do you think, Joy, when you see this?
I sort of like that I'm looking off in the distance, but then I think I look like I'm sort of in my own world.
I think I like it because it doesn't actually look like you. What you see in the picture is a transformation.
I'm really impressed with this shot. I think the brief was pretty tough, and you look elegant and pretty, yet there's a tough edginess about you in this photo.
And just the way you're holding your hand with the watch on, so subtle but so right. That's really what it's about. So well done.
That is a trick of the trade. If you can sell a product without it being obvious, then it shows sign of a really good model.
Well, Sarah loved you so much that she has decided that you will be the brand's new campaign.
Really?
So congratulations.
Yeah.
Well done, Joy.
Congratulations.
So, girls, as you know, this is the crunch time and the time where the judges need to decide which one of you will be taking that big plane back to London. So I think we need to really think carefully about who we don't feel has performed as well this week and who we feel that consistently is not performing well. First off, Tiff, I have not seen her look rock and roll and tough and strong like she does in this shot. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? She looks as hot as fire.
It's a great shot. The problem is the process was really, really difficult.
You guys gave a glowing report to Joy. She looks expensive, she looks new, she looks current, she looks more mature, something you haven't seen before.
You know what? She really does look like a top model.
Yeah. I think she behaved like a top model. I mean, the whole shoot was so easy and she was so professional.
Miss Amelia,
For me, the ginger nut has cracked. You know, she doesn't look flattering, she looks uncomfortable.
I mean, I'd like to say Amelia has improved a lot since the beginning. Her early shots were very poor.
She's so sort of interesting looking when she stands in front of us. I think at this point of the competition, her headspace is what's really pulling her down. I think she's sort of shocked that she's here.
I think she may have struggled on this shoot, but I think the top half, certainly, she's pulled it off. It's a really strong shot.
I think working on the shoot, you could see how much effort she was putting in. She really, really wanted it, and you could really see that.
I think that she does glamour, beauty, sexy, supermodel very well. Anytime she has to be a bit static, she falls apart.
If it was an advertisement for hairspray, she might win, but it's for a watch. You don't really notice the watch, you just see the hair.
Let's talk about Alicia.
I think it's just very harsh lighting, and she struggled with that.
This girl's got it. She just needs to learn how to make it rock.
I don't know, guys. Someone's got to go home.
It's tough.
I have 5 really beautiful girls before me. But as you know, I have only 4 photographs in my hands, and these 4 photographs represent the girls who are still in the running to becoming Britain's next top model. The first name I'm going to call is Joy. Congratulations, well done. The next photograph in my hand is Tiffany. With that little knowing smile, madam. I have another card in my hand, and this one belongs to Alicia. Just. Will Amelia and Charlotte please step forward? As you know, I have 1 photograph in my hand. And the name of the girl I do not call must return to her penthouse, pack her bags, and take her flight back to London. This week you needed to be editorial, and both of you had the weakest shots. One of you wants this more than anything. And the other one doesn't know how fantastic she is. So who stays? Congratulations, Charlotte. The judges feel that your fighting spirit will help you come back next week with some of the shots that we're used to seeing from you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Give me a hug.
Thank you.
You have been amazing and so beautiful.
I'm sorry for not being more positive, but I'm going to go away a much better person. I've had the best time of my life. It's like the best experience ever, and I think I'll go away a much stronger person and more positive in myself. I'm not going to stop pursuing modelling because it's like a lifelong, since my teens I've always wanted to model, and after working on the show I've realised that I could do really well if I just focus.
Next time on Britain's Next Top Model,
Final 4!
the 4 remaining girls bite off more than they can chew in a casting.
Durian fruit is disgusting.
Julian sends the girls off for go-sees around the city.
I was like, how can you not know where these places were?
And in a photo shoot, the girls sweated out in the jungle.
This was a race. She's just started sprinting.
The judges and I will eventually choose the girls for the final, but then it will be for you to decide who will be Britain's next top model in our first ever live final in 3 weeks' time.
Up next here on Living, Pete Bennett, Faye Toza, Michelle Marsh and Carol Harrison get hitched in Celebrity for Weddings. And also next, Living Loves rewinds the tape back to the very beginning. It's the first ever episode of Ghost Whisperer.